So this video is about running Wilcoxon signed rank test in SPSS. Here we have data from 8 students about their enjoyment score. We have data from beginning of the school year, the fall semester, and also the end of the school year in the spring. So we want to see that if their enjoyment has changed significantly from fall to spring. And because this is a paired data, so we could run a paired t-test. But if our sample size is small and the data is rank order data, then we'll need to consider a non-parametric test. Even if our data is interval ratio, if we have a small sample size, and if the interval ratio data does not meet the normality assumption, then we can also consider the non-parametric test. For paired T, the non-parametric alternative is the Wilcoxon signed rank test. And I'll show you how to run the test in SPSS. There's 2 ways to run the test. First of all, I'm going to show this from using the Lexi dialogues method. Yeah, so we go from analyze the non-parametric test, Lexi dialogues. Then we'll use the related samples. So we have 2 related samples. And in this, so we're going to put the fall and spring data, the paired data, in a, got too much. So here. And so we are comparing fall and spring. By default, Wilcoxon test is checked. So we don't need to do anything with the options here. But if you have the exact test possible, so check the exact. And then if your sample size is small, if your sample size is large, then use the asymptotic only. So then we go to continue and then OK. And in the output, we can see that this is the ranks. So what Wilcoxon ranked signed rank test does is they will do a difference score between the paired data. So in our example, you're going to the fall scores will be subtracted from the spring scores. Yeah, so it's a spring minus the fall. And then we're looking at then rank order the difference scores. Yeah, so some of the negative ranks. So negative ranks is the fall score is larger than spring score. So that will be resulting the negative ranks. The positive ranks is the spring score is greater than fall score. So we have 3 positive ranks. And if they are ties, that will mean the same. So that will be 0. And then they will give us the sum of ranks for the negative ranks and sum of ranks for the positive ranks. So if the fall to spring, the data is quite similar, we would expect that the ranks are similar. If the fall to spring, the score differences are large, we would expect the ranks difference also be large. And then let's look at the test results. So we asked for exact test. So we're going to read the exact test, which is 0.711. So it's larger than 5%. So it means that we do not see a difference in our fall to spring scores. So this is one way to run Wilcoxon signed rank test. Another way to do this is we go to analyze. Still we're using non-parametric tests, but we're going to use related samples here. I'm going to check the fields, and then we're going to put fall and spring in the test fields, and then check the settings. I'm going to use customize tests, And then check Wilcoxon matched pair signed rank. And we have 2 related samples. And look at other option here. These are all good. So then we're going to run this. So for this one, it gives a summary of the hypothesis test. So for Wilcoxon signed rank, they're looking at the medians. These have the same medians. The median is the same from fall, spring. And test is a Wilcoxon signed rank test. And this is the p-value. You can see that the p-value is not same as the one we looked at before. That's because this is not the exact test p-value. So from this method running Wilcoxon signed rank, the program gives us only the asymptotic significance of p-value here. So if I go back here, looking at the test statistic we did using Lexi dialogues, you can see that asymptotic, that's here, that was this reported. It does not change our decision, that's the same, we'll retain the null. And this is the results, and the test statistic is the sum of ranks, which has the lower value, which is the ranks here for the positive ranks, the 15, which is the test statistic. That is the Wilcoxon statistic. And the p-value is large, and so there's no difference in the ranks from so the fall to so from fall to spring, and there's no difference in students' enjoyment of school. And this chart shows the difference, positive difference and negative differences. So if there's more difference, we would expect to see a lot of food is green or feel blue or vice versa. Okay, so this is a tutorial about how to run Wilcoxon signed rank test in SPSS. Thanks for watching.